What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spin the whole.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 4 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's...
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
On the throwaway.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And look at the numbers for Ross from last week. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Pushes him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st down and goal to go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Burrow into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10. At their own 4-yard line.
The 1st carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier. DJ Reader brought him down. It's a gain of 4. And it's...
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Bengals 30.
On the ground, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
1-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 1st catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Michael.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
A big loss.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Into double coverage, and it's...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them high. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis crash. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4",
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
And a Steeler first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They find some open field here. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, the safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one. Any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation. Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Makes the score Steelers 6.
So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals. Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually
actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
TJ Watt.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
4-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
3rd down pass. Intercepted.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
8 yards.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd down, Burrow going to take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man complete. The 30, the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Michael Gallup, 92 2 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yep.
And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get...
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 11. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
4 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now, and that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had rush coming, and he's taken down.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Uh-oh. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 7.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.